Hello and welcome to Sunrise Cardcast, your one-stop podcast shop for all things hockey cards. My name is Eric Andrews, also known in the hobby as Hammerhawks. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow hobbyist Aaron Goldstein, better known as Crease Collector. So this is an episode many years in the making, and I know one that Aaron has been looking forward to pretty much since day one of the podcast.
Demanding.
Yes. So we'll get to that a little bit later, but in somewhat typical fashion, we'll start off with some mail. So I've got a couple cards, notable cards that have come in lately that are not part of the big COMC package that I'll share. And then Aaron has a bunch of cool cards that he's picked up lately. And then after that, we will get into the meat of the episode, so to speak, with the big COMC mail day. So, I'll start off with mine. These are definitely two cards that I was hoping that I'd be able to add. One of them I knew I probably would at some point, but was kind of just waiting for the right opportunity from a price standpoint. And then the other one was, it's a much rarer card, so it was kind of more will I be able to find one of these and acquire one? So I'll start off with the one that isn't quite as rare, but is still very cool. Both of these have a very similar theme, as you will see. So this is from 2526 SP Game Used. It is a Four Nations face-off net cord of Jacob Slavin.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Really nice. I know we've been kind of like anticipating this for a while, and I know this is not the first that you'll show, but as far as like international stuff, but since that tournament happened, and since we kind of knew that okay, we're going to be seeing some of this Four Nations stuff in SP Game Use. I don't know about you guys, but like I've been eagerly anticipating this, and I don't have like I'm not in the game, like I don't have a guy to collect from this set or anything like that, but I always been a sucker for international memorabilia, and the fact that we were getting this as a replacement for the All-Star game, and following suit in SP Game Use with these types of sets, it's just awesome. So yeah, really cool. And I know you've picked up a bunch already, and I'm sure you'll share more as time goes on, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I've always liked the net cord cards. I think they're just a unique, something different. So yeah, always fun. Shout out to some of our folks who are in the comments already. Appreciate you guys tuning in for today. So yeah, Bernie and Al, thanks for tuning in already. Then the second card, again, like I said, it's a very similar type of theme here. Also from 2526 SP Game Used, Four Nations Face-Offs Fabrics autograph patch numbered out of 5 of Jacob Slavin.
Yeah, like basically you can just repeat what I just said, like international stuff. It's just so sick. The autograph is awesome too, obviously, and out of 5, it's amazing. I mean, these cards are going to be remembered for a long time, and I think like I know we're going to get more international events, and so maybe it will become sort of like a like, oh yeah, it's the the yearly thing, or whatever it is. They have a influx of international memorabilia to kind of pull from, but I don't know. I think these sets specifically are going to be kind of known, in 10 years or something. You're going to look through your collection and be like, man, like I remember this tournament, I remember, this happening, and it was so cool. And look at this, like international memorabilia. Just, I don't know. I sound like a broken record, but again, like that stuff's just so cool. Like I'm Canadian, and so the U.S. hockey team is kind of, on thin ice for me right now. But I gotta respect it, and I gotta respect a good card like that. So awesome stuff.
Yeah, and nice little. There's both white and silver in there, so it is barely a 4-color patch, which obviously is a nice little bonus on a card like that. So yeah, there's my 2. Before we get to you, Aaron, I will introduce the contest because I know you guys tuning in are probably interested in that. So back right before National Hockey Card Day a couple weekends ago, we did get a package from Upper Deck for that. And literally what we're going to do is just take the package, pick a winner, and send it straight to whoever the winner is. So you guys will get everything that was in that box. So I'll showcase it here. Nice little note from Upper Deck there.
Oh, I love that hat. Can you show that hat? That looks nice.
Yeah. So
That
I'll
looks real
pull everything
nice.
out here. So you get a very
That's a
nice Upper
nice
Deck
hat.
hat.
That's a nice hat. Is that like a white or like that off-brand, like
It's
cream?
kind of like an off-white a little
I
bit, and then
love that.
with gray.
I
But
love
it's
that. I didn't know it was like that. I love that.
yeah,
I kind of
very
want it now.
very sharp
That's
hat.
great.
And we also have a National Hockey Card Day binder with binder pages in it.
Oh, that's cool.
As well,
That's
I won't
cool.
open it up all the way, but a National Hockey Card Day breaker mat.
Yeah.
And then probably what most people will be interested in is a sealed box of 25-26 Allure.
Hoo-hoo. You never know what's in there. That's great.
One lucky winner will get all of this
cool.
sent to you free of charge. So, yeah, again, shout out to Upper Deck for sending it our way, and
they're great.
Looking forward to see who ends up getting that stuff. So all you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is comment on the live stream. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, doesn't matter. Just comment and you will be entered to...
A couple of people have already done that.
Yes, some of you have already done that. Josh is tuning in as well. Appreciate it. Yes, the Four Nations cards are really cool. So yeah, anyway, so that is the contest. We'll do that at the end of the episode. But just to introduce it, all you have to do is comment and you will be entered to that giveaway. So with that, Aaron, let's turn it over to you for your mail. Okay,
so it won't hold a candle to what we're about to do later on in the episode. For those, who need some context, and I'll show some cards really quick, but, for those who need some context, Eric's had this, and I'm not sure, if you want to, go into it later, that's fine, then I'll stop. But for, some sort of context, Eric has been slowly adding to his COMC. I was going to call it a pile, but, it's more like a hoard at this point, in a good way. But not every day, but every time we talked about it, I was like, dude, just get it shipped. Just get it shipped. Like it's been years. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, I guess further backstory now. When I buy a card, like I'm just so impatient with the mail. I know, every collector is probably at some point, but me, I'm just like, no, if I buy a card, like I want it now, like I buy it, don't hold it to ship it with other things. Just ship it. Just get it moving. Just do it. And then the other ones, that's fine, whatever. But, as soon as you make a deal for it, okay, just ship it. And then if we make a deal for those later, okay, just ship it. When we do that, just get things moving. That's just me. Okay. But Eric, and I get why you do it, because COMC and, the hold it for, all that stuff. And that's cool. But he had this for like years, and that just doesn't work for me. And so every time we talked about it, it doesn't make sense. And you pay a couple more bucks in shipping every time instead of getting it all in a oneer. I get it. But that's just been always what I don't know. It's just me. And so, again, when Eric would tell me about this, I'm like, just get it shipped. This is ridiculous. You've been hoarding this stuff for just years. And it affected me. And I don't know why. And so wasn't the first time, but then this one time I was really bugging him. I was like, do it, like, just do it. And the next day I was like, you gotta just do it. Just ship it. Just like, there's some really, like, you'll see, like, there's some great cards. Like, why are you having other people hold on to it? Like, they're yours. Like, like, I don't feel like safe until they're like in there, like, I don't know, weird. And so we finally did that. And I'm like, this is going to be like the greatest podcast episode ever in terms of mail days. Like, it's going to be just awesome. So that's what we're doing today. Anyway, I'm going to share off a couple cards, and then Eric is going to get into like, yeah, COMC can't obtain my cards until you ask for them. Exactly. So that's, it's a good thing, they'll keep your cards, all that good stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's not on their part. It's just on my part. But anyway, so that's what we're doing today. So I'll share a couple cards, and then Eric has like 266 cards. Maybe that's not a lot, for some collectors out there. I get it. There's been, other people with huge, COMC shipments and all that stuff. But for me, that's like insane. But whatever. Anyway, okay, I'm kind of rambling on. Apologies. Thank you. If you want to tell me to shut up, please do it. You'll be entered into a contest if you submit a comment on this stream. So please do, to get me to stop talking, and also enter the contest at the same time. Okay. I'm gonna get into some cards. Okay, so a little while ago, you guys knew that we broke a box of SHL Series 1. That's amazing. First time they've done that. A licensed SHL box product in like over 10 years. Craziness. And so Enroth was included in Series 1 mostly, and he is in Series 2 as well, but just a couple cards. So anyway, I have more from Series 1 to share. So first up is an awesome, and some of you guys might have seen this stuff on Instagram. I haven't posted them all, but some. A really cool gold parallel. Hopefully you can see that okay, but really cool at a 10. So I just love these base designs. Super just simple, and just a little bit of foil on this side, and hard to see on the camera here, but there is like an intricate sort of like just a cool design just in there. It's really, really cool. Next up is from the Crease Masters set. You guys have probably seen the initial inserts. I pulled one in the break, but this is the Crease Masters Gold autograph at a 25. Like, that is an awesome card. Kind of hard to see, but there is the foil on the top here. Super awesome. There is a small smudge in the auto right there. I love that. I think that's cool. It's very like, like handled, I guess you could say. All the autographs I have in my collection are like, mint and good shape. So to have one like that's kind of like a cool variety, kind of strange, but that's how I look at it anyway. So I love the card. I think it's great. I had 25. Can't go wrong. This one as well, you've seen on Instagram. So no news if you follow me on there, at Crease Collector if you don't. But this one is from the really cool Unique Marks set. It is the, from the primary logo. And yeah, a nice 3-color right there. Just awesome card, numbered at a 24. Again, off the top, we were talking about international cards. So not quite the same, but I mean, Swedish Hockey League. So get used overseas. Really cool. Very, very nice. The fun part was about this set. I mean, all the game use sets, or game jersey sets in particular, but a lot of the players in the set was just player worn material, at promotional events and things like that, because the company acquired the license, I believe, after most of the jerseys from the previous season had been sold. And so a lot of it was, again, yeah, player worn. And so this is actually game used, one of the few in the set that I've seen that are game used. And it was from the preseason back in September. So they were able to quickly acquire a preseason jersey. I think they went on sale like late February or something, October-ish, early October, and quickly turn that around into, cards for Series 1. So it's preseason, but I mean, considering the circumstances, just awesome that this was able to make it into a card. If you would have asked me last year that Enroth would have SHL cards, and then game used cards, I would have think like, no, that's not possible. They don't make those. And so to have this in the collection at this stage is really, really cool. So yeah, that's awesome. Any commentary so far, or am I just going to keep going?
No, I love them. I mean, we talked about it before, but I think they did a really nice job. Sport Zoo did a really nice job with the SHL release. I know Series 2 actually just came out this week. So it's been fun seeing more cards from the product line coming out this week. So yeah, these are certainly no different. And I know there are still more cool cards that you are about to show.
Yes, absolutely. So 2 more here. Hey, how's it going, Matt? Just showing off some cards here. Yeah, so 2 more to show. Both are same thing, all SHL. And this one is, we showed the base gold earlier. This one is, one of my favorites. It's the Raven Black parallel. That is, of course, a 1 of 1. So really hard to see. Oh, you can kind of see it there, the kind of effect that it has there on the front of the card. Really cool. And then again, hard to see on there, but the side there, it's kind of like a bluish black foil that they use, just almost like a bruise. Like it's really cool, when you shine it in the light. It's like a blue black kind of thing. So that's why they called it Raven Black. So really, really cool card. And yeah, it's one of my favorites. When I picked this up, I said to Eric, like, I've always been a fan of, just base 1 of 1s. I don't know why that is. I mean, obviously, there's so many amazing 1 of 1s out there. But just base 1 of 1s, it's just, it's what I think of when I think of 1 of 1. It's just so simple. And, maybe it's because you have the full photo or something. It just presents really well as like a hockey card. And it's also the 1 of 1 version, right? I've always loved base 1 of 1s. So, the product dropped. There was luckily a couple 1 of 1s released in the product, but the base 1 of 1 was the one that I was like, that's the one that I want the most. And luckily I was able to snag that. So yeah, base 1 of 1, super cool. Might not mean a lot to a lot of people, but for me, I mean, really, really cool just to have kind of that later year kind of SHL cards, and then to add a 1 of 1 to it just kind of really rounds out the collection really, really well. And last card here to show, I did talk about base 1 of 1s, but other 1 of 1s are, of course, really cool too. This one is just super like historical and fun and just super unique. So, like I said, it came off of a preseason jersey. They didn't have traditional league shields on those jerseys, and so I didn't know what they would do for the other 1 of 1s in this product. But they did have another type of shield, and I was luckily to snag that, and that is it right here. So it's actually flipped like that. So through some research on my part, this is the Swedish province of Nark. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, please correct me. This is their sort of like heraldic shield that originated in the year 1560, which is just insane. Right in the Renaissance era. I'm compiling a really cool article on this, so that'll probably be live on my site in like a couple weeks. Just goes through the whole history of this shield here. Yeah, there's a quick picture of it there from when I was alerted about the card, and just really cool. And just yeah, it's just an amazing emblem. It's a really cool shield. And I could, I just picture, when I see something like that, I just kind of picture some medieval guys walking around, kind of displaying the shield. Because that is primarily what these were used for back then. It was more of like a military sort of like emblem in a sense. Now, present day, it's more like administrative, but back in the day, obviously, each kind of region had their own like crest. And so, yeah, super cool. And that whole sort of symbolism kind of dates back to like, I think the 1200s when kind of Europe started to kind of get on that train. So anyway, I'll have a whole, article about this in a couple weeks, but I just wanted to share it here first. And just a really awesome card. And yeah, just it's not a league shield, but it is a shield of some sort. So uh, I just think that's Nerke. Okay, so that's probably fair. I should probably ask my wife because she actually speaks Swedish, so I probably should have asked her before I talked about it with everybody here, but I didn't. So my bad. Anyway, so super cool, and it's probably one of my favorite cards. It's so unique. Just the historical context of it is like I'm a huge like history nerd, and so to see something like that is just represented on a card. Again, it originated I believe at a king's funeral procession in the year 1560, and then in 2026 it appears on a card. So just cool. And I've also found another couple usage over the years for this shield. So I'm doing too much talking, and apologies, I'm going through a bit of a cold as well, so apologies for those who have to listen to me, but thanks for your patience and as I kind of talk through this. But super cool card. I'm really excited about it, as you can tell. And yeah, that kind of rounds out the mail day for me, the kind of mail month. And I'll turn it back over to Eric for the main show. But yeah, I just wanted to go through those couple cards there. So yeah, really fun.
Yeah, it's a super cool card.
Thanks,
You know,
Josh.
and I know we talked about this back when you picked it up, but I mean, it's one thing to have a jumbo memorabilia card. It's one thing to have an interesting patch, but this is like as unique as it gets, you know, for a memorabilia piece for a modern
Yeah.
thing. You know, I mean, it's just not. You know, you see league shield patches, you see nice emblem pieces, shoulder patches, whatever, but like something like this is just so unique. Like obviously, you know, maybe I guess Calgary had the Alberta flag patches.
Yeah. That's what
That's maybe
my
close,
mind came to too.
but you know, I mean, we would still see those enough. Whereas, I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen something like this. You know,
Yeah, I haven't
so
seen anything else like it either. So I mean, it's just really cool. And this was located like right on the collar, where the traditional, shield would be. And because it actually depicts an actual shield, to me it's a shield card, either way. I know it's not a, shield like we normally think of, but it's really cool. And like Josh mentioned, history and heat at the same time. So I think that would be a really good way to describe this one.
yes. I would agree. So yeah, definitely really cool. I mean, the fact that you've been able to pick up so many cards from that release, but you know, not just cards, but some of the best cards from the release, you know, is so awesome. And like you said, you know, a year ago, someone told you he'd have SHL cards with cards of that quality. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
like
awesome.
no, I would have said like that's insane. But luckily it happened. And yeah, exactly. And so much sponsorship logos and stuff like that I've seen. It just kind of opens the doors to there's so much unique cards. And that might be it, I think, for Swedish Cards of Enroth, because there's rumors that he might, for his last season, go back and play in Stockholm for a hockey Allsvenskan. It's like the second division of Swedish hockey, and so they don't have cards. And so that I think might be the swan song a little bit, for in-season releases. So if that was the case, then went out pretty good, ladies and gentlemen, went out pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely cool. So congrats on those. Definitely awesome and unique cards for your collection. So that's awesome. So we will turn over to the big, grandiose COMC package.
I'm ready.
Um, Again, as a reminder, if you guys didn't hear before, we'll do a contest drawing at the end of the episode. All you have to do to be entered is comment on the live stream. Um, I am sorry, Matt, but you
I
probably
I
shouldn't
was
be
gonna
eligible.
say everybody but Matt gets entered, and for those who don't know, Matt is an employee of
Yeah,
Upper Deck.
so
So
we'll have
spoiler
to
alert. Sorry,
we'll have
Matt.
to DQ Matt, but
But everyone else who
everyone else,
comments gets
yeah.
entered. So I have my popcorn ready, literally. So I was joking with Eric before. I'm like, I'm gonna get popcorn and I'm gonna watch this, and it's gonna be amazing. And so I don't know. Should we give people a couple minutes to get some stuff? Yeah. Sorry, Matt, with the crying emojis. He's not gonna win the Upper Deck package because one, he probably has Upper Deck swag himself. Two, it would look weird for him to win it. So apologies.
Mhm.
Anyway, so like, do we give people a couple minutes here? Like, are you going to set the stage if someone wants to
Yeah,
grab a drink or two or
yeah, I can set the
three?
stage, if anyone wants to
Or
grab a
if not,
drink
it's
or
fine. Just go into it.
no.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ready.
we'll jump in, but, yeah, if you guys wanna pop some popcorn like Aaron or grab a drink or whatever it might be, yep, Josh has got his iced coffee ready,
Yeah, I
Matt is
think we're good.
joining us as well. Yeah, so this is super exciting, literally this package dates back to pre-Sunrise Cardcast. So, the last time that I requested a shipment from COMC, I believe, was fall of 2019. So it's been 6.5 years, which has just driven Aaron absolutely bonkers
Should we
for
do like
years.
a poll at some point? Like, what was the longest, you know, wait you've had in between COMC packages. Like that must be like up there, like 6 years, basically 6 and a bit, almost
Mhm.
probably. Yeah. So like that's a long time to just be like, yeah, I have cards over there. They're mine, but they're not. They're over there. They're somewhere. They're mine, but they're not. Like that to me would be like I said, I'm not gonna, go through that again, but that would just like, no, I want them. I want them there, not
Yeah.
wherever. But anyway.
So for clarification, the package was not in transit for
Oh,
6
okay.
years.
That's funny.
I had them sitting on my account for 6.5
Yeah.
years. So
He was adding to the
actually,
pile for 6
uh,
years.
yeah, Al commented earlier, he got a shipment that took 3.5 months. Congratulations, because mine took longer than that. Um, Josh and I actually both submitted shipment requests that were both coming to my house because I accumulate cards for Josh and then send him one big package, which Josh, I know I need to do that. I promise I will do it soon. But anyway, we both submitted our shipment requests. I believe it was the first week of December. Josh got Josh's package arrived at my house 2 months ago, and I just got my package last week.
Great. Super great.
So I don't know what that's about, but
There's
COMC is
been
going to
some
COMC. So
difficulties lately.
yes. So anyway, yes, to Aaron's point, this package had been accumulating for 6.5 years. So there's obviously quite a bit of stuff here. There is a very nice variety of stuff, which I really enjoyed as I opened the package earlier this week. Just kind of like I remembered everything, but just like, oh yeah, like that card honestly looks a lot nicer in hand than it did in a scan or, whatever it is. So, and just being able to actually have them all, is fun. So, yeah, we will jump in. I kind of have them organized kind of like in categories. And then most of the shipment is kind of just like lower end, junk type of stuff. So I won't spend too much time on most of that. So we have just the stuff that came in penny sleeves. And then at the end, we'll get into the nicer stuff that either I requested came in top loaders or some stuff they just decided to put in top loaders. Whether that was justified or not, there's at least one that came in a top loader that I was like, well, like this literally isn't even worth the cost of the top loader. So
Was
why did
it
you do that?
was it an Enroth card?
But no, that should be,
That was pretty
in
good.
a one touch and everything,
Yes, a one
regardless
touch
of what
within a
it
one
is.
touch, of course.
So anyway, we'll jump on in here and I'll kind of go category by category here. And some of these are really fun, kind of almost like a time capsule in a way, in the sense of, it might bring back some interesting memories or, clearly like, oh, I definitely acquired this card at this point or, whatever. So yeah, we will start off with kind of the quote unquote random stuff, so to speak. And then we'll go from there. So, first up, some of you guys might remember this name from a while ago. Actually, these first, I'll grab one of the top loader cards and include it in this stash as well. But we will start with the non-hockey stuff. There's only 3 of those cards, so it won't take too long. But first up is a 2022 Topps Baseball base rookie of Jake Cousins, who I went to high school with. So I have a few cards of him, and figured that getting
Pretty
just
cool.
the generic Topps base rookie would be a cool thing to do. Again, for most of this cheaper stuff, I won't spend too much time because otherwise we'll be here all day. So next up, these are both just really cool looking cards. Some of you might remember kind of in the earlier days of the podcast, we had former MLB pitcher Ryan Dempster on the show. So following that, I was like, hey, I want to go pick up some cool cards of him. So this one is, I believe, a 2009 Bowman Chrome. I think it's I don't know exactly what they call it, like a black X fractor or something, numbered out of
Oh yeah, those ones. Oh, those are so cool. Yeah. Yeah, he
I-
was a super nice guy, and he loves hockey cards. And I remember after the show, you guys actually did a trade,
We did.
and in that package he sent some bonus kind of autograph cards of himself for each of us, which was awesome. I still have that
Hmm.
somewhere, but I do have it. Super cool. So I think it's actually in a binder that I was going to go through today actually. But anyway, so yeah, super cool guy too. Like
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
down to earth, and was like, yeah, I'll come on your show and love hockey cards. And it was awesome. I think we broke stuff with him on the
Hmm.
podcast, and then he's like, oh man, I like that. Let's make a trade. Exactly. Yeah. From BC. So really awesome. So yeah, that was definitely yeah, brings back a lot of cool memories for sure. Great card.
Yeah, definitely just a very visually appealing card with the foil pattern on there and everything. Just a really cool card. And then this one kind of ties my love for Topps Pristine in with the connection to Ryan. So this is a Topps Pristine Portions game worn jersey card of him. So again, just a very cool card there for sure. So anyway, that is the non-hockey stuff. Won't spend too much time on that since you guys are here to see the hockey stuff, of course. So we will jump into that stuff now. But yeah, so again, this is kind of the random category. First up are three uh, parallels from 2020-21 Skybox Metal Universe. And back when the product first came out, Billy was hyping these up to me and said, you should grab some of these of the big names. So I went on COMC and got Crosby, Ovechkin, and McDavid of the Spectrum EPAC parallels. They are definitely
Nice.
very nice looking cards. So cool there. Next, again, kind of a sign of the times because I would never pick this card up today, but this had been sitting on my COMC for years. A 1920 Allure Orange Slice back when they were actually serial numbered out of 199 of Kirby Doc.
Okay.
So obviously did not really become a centerpiece of the Blackhawks, as we all know, but still a cool card nevertheless. Yes, that was in fact the McDavid in the game used sock card
That was
trade.
fun.
You remember correctly, Josh. Next up, this is a guy who I remember very fondly watching with the Chicago Wolves growing up around the time of the lockout, like mid 2000s.
Is it Lettinen?
I'm sorry.
Is it Lettinen?
Oh no. He had a good NHL career. This guy did not. He was a fan favorite with the Wolves, but got cups of coffee over a few years, but was largely an AHL guy. Carl Stewart is his name. Just a very gritty, fast, like get under your skin kind of guy. So everybody loved him. First up is a national promo card numbered out of 10 of his in the game action rookie card. Pretty cool photo on that. And then as well as a Pacific Complete Red parallel numbered out of 99. And finally, a Topps Traded Gold parallel numbered out of 50.
Nice.
So again, nothing too crazy there, but those were all cards I probably bought back in 2020 when we were all bored, sitting around not doing anything. So speaking of 2020, this happened right before COVID hit, as some of you, Aaron included, will fondly remember. A card that I've had sitting on COMC since back then, a 2019-20 Upper Deck Game Dated Moments card
Okay.
of the one and only David Ayers.
Nice. I have that one too. Super cool card. Sad as a Leaf fan, but super fun. Yeah, it was a sad day. I remember I was watching the game and that happened, and then my dad was over, and so he kind of rushed in the room like, is this really like happening? And I'm like, yeah, it's insane. And then we were like, oh man, I kind of feel bad for the guy. He's gonna get lit up and everything. And then
Mhm.
Leafs lost, and it was like, oh man, like we kind of deserved to lose. That was embarrassing,
Yeah.
but it was just crazy. So yeah, it was sort of like a where were you moment. Crazy, man.
Yeah. This one also these are both kind of a sign of the time. These guys were, I feel like, pretty popular on YouTube, probably closer to COVID, a little after. The on the bench guys who ended up having cards in Goodwin Champions. So memorabilia cards of those two guys, also known as Jacob Ardown and Oli Postinen. So I've always kind of thought that their content was fun, and especially when they were more regular with their content. So yeah, they had a lot of cards in that product, so had those sitting around. This one is definitely a kind of a nostalgia type of pickup. I loved the product, loved this specific set, loved the player, and just happened to come across it on COMC one day and was like, for a few bucks, like I'll grab that. That's a cool card. From 2005 06 Upper Deck Ice, a Cool Threads patch numbered out of 50. Unfortunately, it's just all white, but it's still a cool card of Martin Havlat.
That's a really nice card. And I'm probably in the minority, but I don't mind all white patches. Like, I get it. It's not ideal, but I don't know. It's a cool, maybe a chunk of a logo or something. And I'm like, that's like from the center of the jersey or something. That's awesome. So, or like a number or something like that. I've always been like, it's fine. It's awesome. So I don't mind white patches. So that's really cool. And it kind of fits the whole like ice, like kind of look. So
True.
that's cool.
True. So cool card there. Next up, we'll actually jump back to that Goodwin's Champion release. I feel like this is a card that everybody should pick up. If you are a hockey fan, this is just something you should have in your collection. It is an autograph from the product of the one and only Phil Pritchard.
Oh, that's cool.
Of course, keeper of the cup.
Yeah, one of my friends I played hockey with last year. He worked at the Hockey Hall of Fame. So he worked with Phil quite often. And so he would always send us in our little hockey group chat for our team. He would always send us like behind the scenes photos and, just another day at the office as my friend's like cleaning the cup or delivering something to Phil's office or something and seeing all the memorabilia he has and the photos on the wall. So really, really cool. Maybe my buddy will get an autograph card one day for being the assistant keeper of the cup or something like that. But
there you go. Yep. And then the last cards of this kind of random category. Back when I first got into the hobby, one guy that I always was just intrigued by and thought his cards in particular were really cool was Rick Nash. I don't really know why. Maybe just because he was that young up and coming star, and Blue Jackets cards generally would produce some nice patches and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just always thought that his cards were really cool. So again, back in 2020, I came across a couple of cool cards and decided to pick them up. First from 0304 Classic Portraits, a starring cast jersey with a really nice 3-color piece on it.
Oh, I like that set. That was nice.
Yeah, and of course, this product was the first box that I ever opened when I first got into the hobby. So kind of a cool connection there. As a kid, like this would have been like the coolest card ever. So, being able to snag one like this for literally, I don't know, probably $3 or something. I was like, yeah, like I'm going to grab that. And then again, this was another highly desirable insert set within 2003-04 Upper Deck Ice, an Ice Authentics autograph jersey card of Rick Nash.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that would have been quite the card back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
Yeah. So that's the random stuff. And as you guys will see, kind of as we jump around to different categories, and even sometimes within the same category, there will be cards that are definitely nicer, lower, whatever it might be. They're coming. Just wait. They're coming. So next category is kind of some guys who I do collect, but maybe they're not the main guys that people think of me for. Bernie, I know there's at least one. I'm not sure if there's more than one, but I know there is for sure one. So first up for the kind of the random player collections is Brogan Rafferty, a guy who I did some hockey camps with growing up. This is his Synergy Red rookie parallel. Again, nothing crazy there. His SP Game Used Rainbow parallel out of 295. His SP Game Used Orange Rainbow card, numbered out of 118. And a Credentials Red parallel, numbered out of 99.
Those are nice. I've always liked those ticket style cards. That's really
Mhm.
nice. And he has cards in SHL Series 1,
He does. Yeah,
which is
I've
really cool.
not gotten around to picking any of them up yet,
Oh, you
uh,
will.
but yeah, I've tried and just haven't quite gotten the right
It's
price
tough.
on stuff,
It's
so
tough. Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, next up, you guys, we've already seen some Jacob Slavin stuff, but this is of course, a very nice Josiah Slavin, his younger brother, one of the speckled rainbow foil Young Gun cards. These are just always stunning
Nice.
cards. So yeah, cool to finally have one of those. And then a grouping of Derek Whitmore cards. First, we've got two of his Pinnacle rookies there. These were super cool cards with that Dufex effect on the foil. And then let's see how many of these we've got. We've got 3 copies of his Ultimate Collection rookie card.
And there's a reason why.
Yeah, I hoard both of these cards, so I don't even know how many of these I have. I would
Don't you
have
have
to
like 40 something, like 50 or something?
more than that.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
would I would have to literally dig them all out, get them all in one spot. But
Oh, they're in different spots? I would have thought, they're just one
well,
box of his or something.
yeah, well, when the cards came out, I was in high school, so then you have high school,
Oh,
college,
I guess that's
adult, like
true.
they're all kind of all over the
Yeah,
place. So if I had to guess, I would think it's probably more up around like 60 or 70 copies
that's just crazy.
of a
I
card
love it
that's
though.
numbered out of 399, as you see there. So
Yeah. So you're hoarding
um,
the market on them. Some
adding
set
to
collector out there is like, I can't believe this set isn't done yet.
well, Craig, our buddy Craig actually used to be one of those. That was one of the last cards he needed.
Yep.
So
I wonder why.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got beat 70 times in a row. This is
yeah,
ridiculous.
pretty
How
much.
is that
So,
possible?
next up, we'll transition to some cheaper but still really nice Marc Andre Fleury cards. This one from 2020-21 Metal Universe and Intimidation Nation. So just a really cool looking card there.
Great card.
As well as a 21-22 Synergy Red parallel. And let's see, we've got a 2021-22 Metal Universe EPAC Spectrum parallel there.
That's nice. So
Again,
that probably completes the rainbow.
I actually still need the blue Spectrum. I just haven't gotten around to picking
Mm.
one up. There's literally like 3 or 4 on eBay, but I just haven't grabbed one
Oh,
yet.
you gotta grab one. It looks so good.
But yes, who,
Yeah, I mean, just some guy.
to
Just
your
some guy.
point though, Aaron, further to that rainbow, the purple Spectrum numbered out of 199.
That looks so good. I want that.
Very nice card there. And then I absolutely love the way that this card looks. This was back when Fleer Ultra was an EPAC only product from 21-22. I believe the parallel is the speckled rainbow foil cards.
Oh yeah, those are
So
cool.
just awesome looking card. There is a gold version of this, but honestly, I probably think these look nicer than the gold ones. I feel like the foil just pops a little bit more on these ones than it does on the gold. Um, and it's nice because these are far cheaper and far easier to find. The golds are very
Interesting.
difficult. Matt, I know you can attest to that yourself. So yeah, but just some very visually appealing flurry cards that were all cheaper, but still really cool. Next up, we will get into the Ryan DeZingle portion here. Starting off, we have got, I believe these are the 17-18 Compendium blue and gold cards, as well as the 18-19 blue and gold cards. And anyone who collected a player who was in 18-19 Compendium knows that the gold parallels are nearly impossible because it
What do you have
requires
to do for them
it's
again?
like it's like
I remember it
100.
was hard. It was like stupid hard.
It was, but that was also the 3rd year of Compendium, and the interest
Yep.
in it was really dropping off. So not a whole lot of it was open. So being able to accumulate enough cards for a gold was really difficult. I think I'm trying to remember. I know I still need either Slavin or Jalmerson. I would need to check, but yeah, one of them I still have not gotten
Do they
ever.
exist? Like, are they on the
They're out
platform
there.
or
Yeah,
okay,
they're out there, but also
or
a
on
lot of the
COMC or
people who were
something?
going after that stuff, I mean, it's almost 10 years ago at this point, so they're not active or, whatever. So,
Yeah, that's true.
um, anyway, but and then I'll also preface the player collection portions are all in chronological order, and then like within the year, like alphabetically by product. So that's why you will start seeing like, oh, there's a really nice card followed by just like a random junk parallel. So yeah, that's how they're sorted. So we've got a 1819 OPG silver parallel, nothing too crazy there. 1819 upper deck silver foil and speckled rainbow foil. We've got a 1920 artifacts autofax card. We've got, I believe these are all, and I'll try to group stuff together to keep us moving along here too. 1920 OPG platinum retro rainbow, blue rainbow, and green houndstooth.
Nice.
Those are all definitely
Those are
cool. The
really nice.
blue is out of 149 and the green houndstooth is out of 15. Very cool card there. We've got a 1920 speckled rainbow foil parallel. We've got a 1920 MVP green script parallel. We've got a 2020 21 Metal Universe Spectrum parallel. Oop, as I drop it. This one is actually pretty cool. Also from 2021 Metal Universe. It's just a base silver autograph card. But what's really interesting is this is like a full autograph.
Yeah, that's great. Have you seen other examples of that in the
I've
same
seen a
set?
few. I've seen a few, but it's not very common. He did not sign like that a whole lot.
Do you
So
have both like versions?
I don't. I just
Like
wanted to grab the full
like the
version on
full
that
auto,
card.
yeah.
I've seen both, but
Yeah.
for comparison, that's kind of
Yeah,
his
okay.
normal, and then that's
I
the
would get both. Like just that's me. Like just, I want both variations. If they're signed differently, I know it's a sticker, but if they're signed differently on two different cards, I'd be like, yeah, I want both. But
yep.
that's just me.
No, that's maybe I will get around to that, and I mean they're
It'll be the
readily
next
available.
it'll be the next COMC shipment in
That's
six
right. That's
six
right.
and a bit years.
We've got a 2020-21 OPT retro parallel. Obviously, nothing special. 2021 top sticker. Something a little different
Now, are
there.
those cards or are those stickers? They're
On
cards
my
until you peel
checklist,
the
I
back.
categorize them as stickers, but
I'm kind of a more of a card guy until you peel it, then it's a sticker.
that's fair.
So
That's fair.
I don't know.
2020-21 flagship was kind of interesting because he started with the Carolina Hurricanes and then went to the Ottawa Senators. So he has cards for both teams. He was in Series 2 with the Hurricanes and then was in extended with the Senators. So we've got a nice little assortment here with the French, the rainbow foil, the speckled rainbow foil, and finally an exclusives out of 100
Nice.
for the cards from that rainbow. And then four of the exact same four cards from the Senators version as
See,
well.
that's cool. I doesn't happen often, but you can get that switch. I like that.
Yeah,
Different
definitely
teams,
cool.
that's cool.
Then finally for the cheaper Dezingle stuff is 21-22 Parkhurst with the bronze, gold foil, and emerald ice cards. Emerald ice being out of 10. Very cool looking card there. So yeah, that is the cheaper Dezingle stuff. I'm gonna stick this stuff back in the box because if I don't, stuff is gonna get out of hand real fast in a hurry here. So yeah, so that's the start of the cheap stuff. And we will move on to the second box of the package here. So that was a smaller box. Now we've got a little bit
How many
bigger.
boxes were in there?
So there's 3 boxes. So now we're
3
on
boxes.
to the second part here. We will move on to some 0304 stuff. So for those who don't know, I collect all 0304 hobby base sets with SPs. So all of the rookie cards, but no parallels, no inserts, anything like that. So yeah, over the years, there has been a lot of 0304 stuff that I've accumulated. So here we go. Again, these are all organized by set, so it's kind of a little bit easier to follow from already losing my voice. That's not a good sign. So Parkhurst rookie auto out of 120 of Anton Babchuk. We've got a Pacific Calder rookie jersey out of 500 of Matt Stajan. It's a nice 2-color game-worn jersey piece there.
Very cool. Liked him when he was on the Leafs.
You will also very quickly notice a theme that with all of the memorabilia cards in the project, I try to get multicolor pieces. So just about everything in here, if not literally all of them, are multicolor pieces. So moving on to Pacific Luxury Suite, which is one of my favorite products of the year. In my opinion, this is actually one of the nicer cards of this entire shipment. Actually, it's definitely as far as non like Hjalmarsson or Slavin cards, but a stick and jersey out of 300 of Joe Sakic.
Oh, that's nice.
Really nice stick piece, really nice 2-color jersey piece. Got a Jose Theodore out of 300, again, stick and jersey. This one's really cool. Vinny LeCavalier, it's a short print out of 100, but as you will see on the stick piece, there's actually part of his name off the stick. Super cool.
That's really cool.
And we've got one of the dual jerseys out of 650 of Eric Lindros and Brian Leach. And when I can't get a multicolor piece on every piece, I at least avoid white.
Or that.
So it's got to be color, ideally multicolor. But yeah, Bernie, here you go from 0304 Luxury Suite, a puck auto rookie out of 299 of Tuomo Ruutu.
There we go.
This was actually one of the very first cards that I picked up for the 0304 project. I don't even think I had decided on doing it yet when I picked up this card. This was probably
intuitively wanted it.
This was probably like April of 2020, I would say, that I picked up this card. And I think I decided on doing the project probably a few weeks after that. So Josh, if you're still hanging around, this one is obviously going to get your attention. Also from Luxury Suite, a jersey rookie auto of Nathan Horton.
Sure, he loves that. Nice 2-color there.
Yep.
He's jealous. He's jealous for sure.
Yes. He has plenty of those already. But,
true, but
next up, we have a big like little stack here from Private Stock Reserve. Every now and then I will not be paying attention and will accidentally pick up duplicates of a card. So this is one of the rare instances where that happened. A jersey cards numbered out of 900 of Paul Correa.
I mean, not a bad duplicate to get, but
no,
that's okay. I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah, so
I can't tell which one I like better. I mean, the purple one or the teal one.
I like that. I like that one better for sure. So if anyone is interested in this one is available. But
that one's nice too.
Yeah, they're both very nice. Yeah, I know, Josh. I'm sorry, but
yeah.
Yes, Matt, to your point, 2-color pieces. That is literally from here on out all that it is. So or more. So next up, we've got Glenn Murray out of 1,000. Nice black and yellow piece. Got Eric Daze out of 900, red and white. We've got Marty Turco out of 700, white and gold.
Turco.
We've got, this one is barely 3 colors out of 1,000 of Mike Comrie, white, red, and bronze. Really hard to see the bronze there, but it's peeking on the corner there. This one is really cool to get such a nice piece on a small swatch like this out of 1,000 of Ryan Smith with copper, red, and navy. Super cool card. We've got Jose Theodore out of 1,000. Got Richard Zednik also out of 1,000 with red and blue. And then we've got a couple New York Islanders here out of 900 of Michael Pekka and out of 750 of Alexei Yashin. So yeah, definitely really cool cards. I really like that set. Some of the patches on the patch versions are just like bonkers. So yeah, if you're bored, check out some 0304 private stock cards. Really cool stuff. Next up, we have got a couple cards from 0304 SP Game Used. Again, a really nice piece here. Jersey of Tommy Sallow.
Oh, I like that one.
Bronze, red, and navy. Very, very cool.
Great
Also
card.
got from one of the subsets the Cup Contenders cards. Mike Madonna with a nice white, black, and gold piece.
It's a great set.
Yeah, very, very cool card there. Then these are some of my favorite cards of the entire season, I would say, just because there are so many copies with really nice pieces on them. And it's been a lot of fun tracking down some of these. The 0304 SPX rookie memorabilia cards, some have autographs, some don't, but these are all just awesome cards. So we have Tim Gleason with a purple and black swatch. Kind of hard to see because they are similar colors, but you can see there better. We've got a red and black piece of Lassie Kukkonen with the Hawks.
Yeah, those are nice.
A black, white, and red of David Hale. Now, unfortunately, these are just photo shoot pieces, but still really, really nice copies. Matthew Lombardi. Got Gregory Campbell, Stanley Cup champion there. Nice 3-color piece on that. Nice 3-color Boyd Gordon. Then a couple of the autograph jerseys. First up, a really nice 3-color of Joffrey Lupul. Of course, he was a little bit bigger of a name back at the time.
And then he was
a 2-color of Tony Salmelainen, who very much was not a notable name, but that's okay. And then some of you guys might remember when Upper Deck did the rookie update product back in the day, where they would include players who debuted after products came out and then give them rookie cards within that product. So SPX was one of those products that they did updates with. And what's really cool about those for the SPX set is that all of the memorabilia pieces on the update rookies are actually game worn, which is just very, very cool. So first up, this is probably the best name among these guys. Really nice 2-color piece of Ryan Kessler.
That's
one of those old school maroon and navy jerseys there. Really cool. Next up, we've got Dominic Moore. Had a pretty good career. These next couple guys very much did not have notable careers, but the memorabilia pieces on them are outstanding. Both from the Edmonton Oilers. First up, Peter Sarno.
Great swatch.
Super cool. And then as well as Mikko Luoma. Again, all of these rookie updates being game-worn pieces.
Very
and then
nice.
This one definitely being the best as far as the swatch in combination with the player having a very solid career. A 4-color piece of Trevor Daley.
Nice. That's really cool.
Green, gold, black, and white. Just a beautiful,
I love that. Stars era jersey.
Beautiful card.
Really nice.
So, yeah, I have loved going for nice copies of those SPX rookie cards because they just speak for themselves. So then the last two of the what COMC deemed as cheaper 0304 cards. First up, a titanium rookie out of 99 of Tim Gleason. And then finally, I kind of figured this one would be in a top loader. I honestly actually might have asked that it be in a top loader, but it's not. A Premier Collection RPA of 199 of Matt Stajan.
Ooh, yeah, that's a nice one. That's really cool.
With a nice emblem piece.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, and this is again a set that I have been trying to get the really nice quality patches. I have seen some staging copies with better patches, but that's still certainly a very respectable piece. So, so that is the 0304 stuff. Next, we will move into some Hjalmarsson stuff. So again, this is all sorted chronologically and then alphabetically within each year. So this first card is actually probably one of the nicer cards within this non-top loaded section. So this is a duplicate, but saw it and just said, yeah, I got to grab that because you pretty much never see these. From 0809 SPX, a Spectrum out of 25.
Nice.
Of course, that's being his rookie year.
Brings me back. That's great.
Yeah, definitely a very cool card there. Aaron, I know you will really like this one. Again, a card that I have had for a while. Actually, I used to have a second copy of it, but sold it a long time ago, and then saw this one on COMC probably like maybe a year ago and was like, yeah, like I'm grabbing that. From a 1011 score. But the front is not what the best part is. It's the back that matters.
It's the French back. I love that so much, and I also hate you for it. I still need that card. It's like impossible. It's like a ghost. Man, that thing is a ghost. Oh, and you've had like multiple ones. That's crazy. I know. I think an Enroth one sold in like 2011 or something. So it's like someone out there knows they have one, but like I haven't found one yet. So yeah, crazy, man. Like it's a super short print. It's like amazing. I remember years ago, I think this was for the French back. When they first came out, exactly, Josh, it's like crazy. I remember when they first came out, I think someone asked Panini, someone from Panini, how many of these are made? And they couldn't exactly tell them, but they just told them kind of like on the down low, like, you need less than one hand. That's what they said. So I have no idea how, what the print run is on these things, but
no more than 5 for sure.
Yeah, so super crazy. A lot of player collectors are looking for one, and Eric has had the opportunity to get more than one, which is like insane to me.
Yeah,
but
so I now own 2. Over the years,
crazy.
I've owned 3 of them. So
like how? But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
So
that's cool.
Anyway, that's the older Hjalmarsson stuff. Now we'll get into the more contemporary, so to speak. From 1819, Parkhurst, the EPAC gold foil.
Those are nice.
Parallel, yeah, very nice looking card in person with the gold rainbow
Ranta in the back.
Beautiful.
At the back background.
Beautiful card there. Next up, we have a 1819 silver foil, so nothing too crazy there. There are some cards that I will hoard copies of whenever I see them. For Hjalmarsson and Slavin, flagship high gloss cards are some of those cards. So we have an 1819 high gloss.
Perfect.
In there. I love the photo on that with the Kachina and it being a player intro photo, just super cool. I don't know off the top of my head how many of this one I have, but I would say probably at least 3 or 4 of the 10.
Great card. Yeah, a lot of color.
Always love picking those up. Another card that I have not been shy about picking up copies of is his 1920 chronology franchise history autograph card. So here's
so nice.
3 of those guys.
Great release.
I probably have like, I don't know, 6-ish of those. We've got, let's see here, 1920 Parkhurst bronze and silver parallels. So nothing too crazy there, but still cool. And let's see. These are 1920 EPAC silver and speckled rainbow foil parallels. Okay. Then back to we're starting to get to the point where stuff is starting to topple over here. So I got to do another stack. Back to the high gloss hoarding, one of the 1920
another one
parallels. Again, probably have like 3, 4, 5 of those. And we'll get on to some 2020-21 Skybox Metal Universe, the Spectrum EPAC parallel. Got 2 copies of the red PMG out of 90, and then the silver autograph. We've got some 2020-21 SP game used, the blue parallel and blue autograph parallel. And moving on to 2020-21 SPX. Got the base out of 299, a gold jersey card, and the blue autograph.
That's a nice one.
Again, I know I'm flying through some of these, but we can't spend too much time on the junk, so that's just how it's going to have to be. 2020-21 flagship French parallel, silver foil, speckled rainbow foil, and then not one but 2 copies of the high gloss.
Nice. Maybe one day you'll have all 10 of one of these runs.
We'll see. That'd be fun. Moving on to 21-22, we have Metal Universe Spectrum Parallel, Blue Spectrum Parallel, Red PMG out of 90. Then we've got one of the 21-22 SP Game Use Embroidered in History manufactured patches. Drives me absolutely bonkers that they chose this random thing instead of Hammer. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Matt, I don't know who did this set, but that was a big time miss on their part.
That's funny.
So anyway, cool that he was included, but yeah, it's like it was right there. Just use his nickname. Oh well. Let's see here. Grab the rest of the Jalmersons real quick here. We're getting down to the end. Okay. This is actually, this is the end here. We've got 21-22 French parallel. I have in this package was the silver foil, but it actually got damaged on the surface from being stuck to the penny sleeve. So I'm going to have to buy a new one of those. I actually did already buy a new one for like 50 cents or whatever. So that's not included here, unfortunately. But then there's the speckled rainbow. Then we've got an exclusives out of 100. And then again, for the high gloss stash, 2 more copies of the 21-22. So, yeah, there is the quote unquote cheaper Jalmerson stuff.
Excellent.
Yep. And then the whole rest of this box, which is like almost half of this box, is cheaper Jacob Slavin stuff. So again, I know we've already been going for over an hour, so I got to pick it up a little bit here, but got a 17-18 Compendium Gold, which we were talking about those. 18-19 Compendium Blue and Gold. Again, this year in particular for the golds was very, very difficult. So that answers the earlier question. I have the Slavin, so it's the Jalmerson that I still need.
One day.
The gold of. We've got is this 18-19 Parkhurst, a silver parallel, as well as that beautiful EPAC gold rainbow foil.
Looks great.
Beautiful card there. Again, going back to the high gloss Horde, I've got an 18-19 out of 10. I think I have at least half of the print run of these.
Getting there. And I think I was checking on Trading Card Database, and I think Slavin just passed the 1,000 card mark.
I believe
crazy.
It. He's been getting a lot. He's been getting a lot.
He has, like, we were talking about this week, like X number of years left on his contract. So, I mean, you're going to be collecting his cards for a long time. And then after I would think with his age, I think this contract will probably take him to the end of his career.
Yeah.
And then after that, like who knows how many cards you're going to have to chase by that time. And then once he retires, you'll have all that time to kind of fill in those holes, kind of backfill some stuff. And it's just going to be, you're going to be collecting for a long time. Kind of jealous. Like, I wish I had that number of cards to chase, but it's like a blessing and a curse a little bit. But I think when it's all said and done career wise, I think you're better off for it, hobby wise. But
anyway. It'll keep me busy, that's for sure. But
definitely,
to your point, it's actually his birthday this coming Friday. He'll be turning 32 this coming Friday. So happy early birthday to Jacob. From 1920, OPG Platinum, we've got the rainbow color wheel, got a violet pixels out of $3.99 and a red prism out of $1.99. Then 1920 Parkhurst, we have the bronze, the silver, and the EPAC rainbow gold. Yeah, and these are just such nice cards. These rainbow gold
They
rainbow
are nice.
foils
It's like the
are,
border is like, I'm a regular card, and then the middle,
yeah,
like, no,
super
I'm not.
nice. 1920 speckled rainbow foil. And moving on to 2021, we've got a whole big slew here of OPG Platinum parallels. We've got the rainbow, got the sunset, rainbow color wheel, aquamarine out of $4.99, violet pixels out of $3.99, yellow tracks out of $2.49, red prism out of $1.99, arctic freeze out of $99, and cosmic out of $65.
That's great. That's what we got to do for these bigger runs. Here's everything, all
Yeah.
these cards, and then
Yeah.
you know, here's this big run, and it's awesome. And it's cool seeing them all together too, instead of like one by one. It's just
Yeah.
here's the run all at the same time. It's really nice.
So 2021 Parkhurst bronze and gold.
Cool.
Nothing too crazy there. 2020-21, we've got the Metal Universe cards. He actually had 2 cards within that set. One for being an all-star and then one for winning one of the skills competition contests. So these are the 2 Spectrum parallels within the set there. Cool there. Then we've got 2 copies of the skills competition red PMG.
Cool.
There. Moving on to 2020-21 SP Game Used, have the All-Star Skills fabric jersey and patch out of 35. Have one of the All-Star Skills relic blends cards out of 150. Some nice multicolor pieces there. Then one of the banner year jersey and banner cards. Again, nice multicolor jersey piece.
Very nice.
There. Got a 2020-21 top sticker.
Card sticker.
And let's see here from, again, he also then had 2 cards within flagship in 2020-21, one normal one all-star. So we've got the French silver foil and speckled rainbow foil of the normal Series 2 card.
Nice.
And then those same 3 cards for the all-star version. Then he also had a signature sensations card in flagship that year. We've got the factory set blue parallel and EPAC green script parallel for MVP from 2020-21. Moving on to 21-22, Parkhurst, we have the bronze, gold foil, and emerald ice out of 10. Got 21-22. Maybe didn't notice that at first, but this one also has that surface damage on it from the penny sleeve, unfortunately, as well as the speckled rainbow foil. Also have an exclusives out of 100, and for the high gloss stash, high gloss out of 10.
Always like the double photo they have on the front there.
Yes, nice
Makes
little
it a
touch.
little bit more unique.
Then his first, I think this was his first UD canvas card, as well as the black parallel. Moving on to 22-23, a couple artifacts parallels, pink out of 35 and purple out of 25. So cool cards there. 22-23 Parkhurst. I think this is actually, as far as the take out the EPAC gold rainbow background, just as far as like the standard base parallels, these are my favorites. The bronze is nothing special, but the gold is actually a foil border.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that.
All the way around.
That does look nice.
So that one's cool, but what looks really cool is the emerald ice out of 10.
Yes, that does look nice.
So just pops really nicely, very bold green foil there. Josh, I would throw your comment up on the screen, but I literally can't get to my mouse pad right now. So, but
There's
yes,
so many cards.
have a good rest of your day. Next up, we have 22-23 Parkhurst Champions, the silver parallel and the speckled parallel. Speckles are really nice.
Yeah, they are nice. That's really cool.
Very cool.
I love almost like the texture that it has. Like not texture, but you know, it's not like a speckled like a shape. It's just like a I can't explain it. Just like a ruffledness to it. That's really nice.
22-23 SP game used a true base out of 74. Always have loved these true base cards.
Yeah, I think we first saw them in CHL, I believe. Similar technology, and it was like, oh, if we can bring that to NHL cards, that would be
and
awesome.
We've got 22-23 SPX base card out of 299 as well. This one's a really cool card. Unfortunately, got damaged by a COMC. So I might try to find another copy to replace it, but very, very nice card out of 25, the NHL Shield parallel.
Oh, yeah.
But super cool foil.
That's really cool. I love how they have the shields in there.
Yep.
That's like a shield card, kind of.
It sure is. Yeah.
Shield card. Out of 25, right? Yeah, that's great.
Yep. So kind of harkening back to the old days of SPX with like the hologram effect there. Just a very nice card, and then die cut out of 25. Really nice card, but unfortunately did get damaged. There's like the top layer is kind of like unpeeling from the card almost. So too bad. But 22-23 Upper Deck exclusives out of 100 as well. I remember talking about these cards with Billy on the show back at the time, but the defense mechanism normal and gold parallels. 22-23 MVP. There's a big let's see here, grouping of cards here from the rainbow.
That's great. That's really cool.
Got the factory blue, the EPAC green script, the ice battles, silver script, and then the super script out of 25, which I know we both appreciate those cards.
Oh, yeah. They've been around for a while, and they're super nice.
Yep. Moving along here. Let's see. We're on to 23-24. SP game used red jersey. Got a Stadium Series Fabrics jersey card. It's really hard to see, but this actually has both gray and black within it, which is super cool. And we've got a silver foil EPAC parallel. And then
love the Whalers jerseys there. Everything looks good with the Whalers jerseys. So
yeah, remember this card.
Okay.
This year, this card. You'll see this card in another parallel later on. We've got from MVP, got a green script, an ice battles, and a silver script. And we've got an alternate threads of Svechnikov, Slavin, and Freddie Anderson. Then moving on to 24-25, so we're getting a little more modern here. A little assortment of credentials, parallels.
Nice.
So we've got the fractal from EPAC, the blue out of 299, the pink out of 99, and the green out of 25. Then we've got a 24-25 Fleer Ultra Excelling insert. Cool card. This is a very, very nice card here. 24-25 OPG Platinum Orange Checkers out of 25.
Yeah. It's great.
Got a 24-25 Metal Universe Spectrum Parallel. 24-25 SP Game used base cards, so they went back to kind of boring base cards for that year, unfortunately. And then the gold parallel out of 149.
Nice.
And then the final cheap, boring card, 24-25 Upper Deck Canvas black parallel.
I like that.
So, yeah. So, again, there is a huge assortment of cheaper. Obviously, a lot of really nice looking cards, but nothing too wild out of all that. So I'm going to get all this stuff put away. We'll take a brief little intermission as I get organized again here.
And then the last box is like
we'll get on to the good
crazy,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, we'll get on to the good stuff here.
How much crazy cards do you think you have? Or maybe not crazy, or like how much is in the last box, basically, like the last tier, I guess, of cards.
We're probably down to like, I don't know, maybe 40 cards, if I had to guess.
And they're all like good, like, you know, not good, but like, you know, like next level.
Yeah, minus the one random slaving card that they put in a top loader for literally no
Well,
reason.
yeah, that's true. All the top loaded ones, I guess you could say.
The rest of it is all pretty good stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost there. Let's see. Last bit of cards into that box. There we go. Okay. On to the final box, which again is primarily very good stuff. We'll start off. This is a really fun one I've been looking forward to getting from 0304 in the game VIP, one of the like 10 box toppers, collage cards of George Vezina.
Yeah. That is super cool. I remember you showing me that. It's really nice.
So, yeah, definitely a piece that I'd always kind of wanted for the Vezina PC. So glad to finally have that in hand. And then we'll get on to, I'm just going to dig out that random slaving card because it's not worth being
part of this show.
The rest of this stuff.
Okay,
so,
that's fair.
Okay, yeah, we'll start off with that. Just a totally random Synergy red parallel that they decided to put into a top loader. So,
cool.
Okay. Yeah, well, like I said, that does not belong in this category. So next up, this one is for my 0304 Parkhurst Original 6 Blackhawks Master Set. This is, again, one I picked up like early 2020, a stick and jersey of Alexei Zhamnov.
Okay.
Very nice stick piece there. We've got, let's see here. So again, these first ones are kind of the random category. A guy who I have a very nice collection of, even though most people don't know that. We have a rookie masterpiece printing plate from SP Game Used of Colin Delia.
Nice.
Former Blackhawks goalie.
I think he has, you know, because I know you have a decent handful of cards of him. I think he has some cards in the SHL Series 2, actually.
He very well might.
Yeah, I think he does. So, which is really
look
neat.
into that.
I think he played a couple games this year or something.
Mm-hmm. For my small Michel Goulet collection, since he's a family friend from 2020-21 flagship, a clear-cut honored members out of 100. Cool card. Again, some of these are not overly crazy, but the quality does get a little bit better as we go here. Also for the Vezina PC, this is a very fun set, very historic feeling, dating back to the 1933-34 design of the Sports Kings cards.
Oh yeah, those were, I remember those. Those are cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
Super cool. Really nice looking card. And we've got, this is by far the oldest card of the package. This is a card that I had been wanting for a long time, and finally found one on COMC probably, I'm going to guess like 3-4 years ago. I don't even know the year off the top of my head, but it's from the 1920s.
Ooh.
One of the Paulins candy cards of Charlie McVeigh.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Who is, we believe, like my great uncle or great uncle, something like that, but played for the Blackhawks and the New York Americans back in the 20s and 30s.
That is super cool. You got to get that in a nice holder and put it up on that shelf. Like, just such a random thing. That's so cool. So what year is that from? 1920?
It's mid 20s. Yeah.
So
around 25, I think.
Okay. Is it like a random issue, or is there
it's from the Paulins premium. So there's the back.
Okay. So is there a year on those, or are those sort of like,
they are, I just
estimated? Okay.
Somebody in the comments do some homework real quick. But it's around like 24, 25, 25,
Okay.
26,
That's awesome.
something like that. So yeah, this is literally like 100 years old. So
That's wicked. I actually have on my desk here on display. I have
there you
this.
go.
And the
Nice.
C-55 from 1911, 12. So it's like crazy, man. Like it's just it's amazing. Like it's insane. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. You see people these days complain about, oh, my edge is chipped when I get it out of a pack, and it's like, yeah, crazy. And it's like you have these like pieces of history, and it's like just awesome, right?
There we go.
1924 to 26 ish. So like what?
Yeah. So
Did they run like the promotion for 2 years, or is it like a estimation? I guess we really don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, had been wanting to pick up one of those for a while, so was glad to do that. Then on to the player, again, like the lesser players. This one's really nice, actually, for my Brogan Rafferty collection from 1920 Synergy, back when the purple parallels were jersey numbered. This is numbered 3 out of 3.
Okay.
So, jersey number,
Yeah.
super short print.
Have you seen another one of those?
I have, actually.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah.
Would you like attempt to get all 3?
Probably not, just because he's such a minor part of my collection.
Fair enough.
But yeah, 3 out of 3,
cool.
jersey numbered, super short print. You guys have heard us say over the years, these Synergy base and parallel cards are just beautiful cards. I said that to Al on Facebook literally earlier today. Yeah, I mean, these are just such beautiful cards. Rest in peace, Synergy, as a fully built out product line. I know it's still going to be an extended, but yeah, I always loved those Synergy cards. I think people just didn't give them a fair shot, but kind of is what it is. So randomly they decided to put one Whitmore Ultimate Collection rookie card in top loader, but not the others,
because they know it's important to you.
Yeah, just that copy though.
To you, yes.
Back to Synergy Purple Parallels, numbered out of 35 of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you saw the red parallel of this earlier. Here's the purple. That completes the rainbow of those cards for me. This is another super cool Fleury Blackhawks card. This was one of the ones I was really looking forward to seeing in person. I know, Matt, you really enjoy this card from Fleer Ultra 21-22, one of the Padmen die cut cards.
I like how they did it like vertical that year.
Yeah.
Really nice. And it's kind of like in a net.
Yeah.
That's just like super cool. Like amazing. Painstaking to make, I'm sure, but just looks really cool.
Yes. So super cool card.
It would have been nice if like the netting was like silvery and then the border was like maybe partial of the border was red, like the post. Like the post and crossbar and everything. And then like down the sides, like around where the crease starts, it's sort of like bleeds to blue. Or if you want to keep it silver because of cost or whatever, fine. But just have that netting / red border for the post feeling. And if you want to do the middle part blue, I guess you could. I mean, that's just like so cool, man.
Well, Matt, there's a free idea for you.
It's awesome. You should do it. It's sweet. Like, yeah.
Then we will jump to the one and only slabbed card of the entire package. It came this way. I bought it this way just because I really wanted a copy of the card, and it being slabbed actually made it cheaper than if it was raw. Raw copies were and still are selling for more than I paid for this. So this is a CGC 9.5 from 21-22 Fleer Ultra, a meteor shower of Marc-Andre Fleury.
Oh man.
Again, just
first time I've seen that like
super cool
in
card.
person type thing. Super cool, man.
That nice platinum blue foil on there, and then the foil in the background is just crazy.
Oh, he's in the background too. I just noticed that too. He's
Yes, he
in the
is.
background. You can
Yep.
barely see it, but he's
Really
there.
hard to see on
That's
camera,
really
but
cool.
yep, he is
Huh.
there. So Matt, again, I know you enjoy this card especially too. So yeah, this was one I've had sitting on COMC for a few years, and it's nice to have it in person. So that's cool. And then we will get on to the kind of more formal player PCs here. Well, and then there's some 0304 stuff, actually. First up, we'll do Ryan Dezingle here. Only 3 top-loaded Dezingle cards, one of which kind of being more random, I guess, but from that 1920 OPG Platinum Retro Rainbow, the red rainbow autograph. I
Nice.
definitely did not request a top loader for this card, but they did anyway. We've got sorry?
Because they knew it's important to you.
Sure. Then we've got a 2020-21 Metal Universe Green PMG out of 10.
That's
Can never
cool.
go wrong with a green PMG. Then we've got a 21-22 UD Glass Magnifying Marks Red Parallel out of 10. Super cool card there. This was an EPAC exclusive product, UD Glass. So some of these cards can be pretty tough to find.
I was just looking up the those meteor shower cards. Found some on COMC here. So maybe in the future, or maybe I can find one at the expo in a week, which I just bought my ticket to today. So
nice.
Awesome. If anyone's there, maybe I'll see you.
That's right.
But yeah, that's great. That meteor shower card is awesome. It inspired me right there.
There we go. Next up, a couple 0304 cards. Again, actually, this one is top loaded because I actually won an auction for it on eBay. So any eBay auction cards, they actually top load. So that might be why that red autograph of Dezingle, that's probably why that one was top loaded, actually, now that I think about it. But this, I'm going to confidently say, is the best photograph on a card in the entire package. From 0304 Flagship, the Heritage Classic card of Jose Theodore.
Yeah, that's very iconic. Very iconic. Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah. So this was a short print within the base set. They had there's this one, and then there was one that I think was like Guy Lafleur, Wayne Gretzky, and I think there's somebody else. But they did like short prints within the base set, recognizing the Heritage Classic that year. So
that's nice.
Obviously, just a beautiful card. It is truly a base card, but it is beautiful nonetheless. So super cool. This one, I believe I bought this one off of our buddy Amit during one of the, this is a total blast from the past, one of the virtual expos that was happening during COVID. This was, I think, from that.
I remember those.
Maybe the 2020 Spring Expo that they did, essentially like kind of via Zoom almost. Like they had this platform where you could talk to vendors through like a virtual booth and then try to make deals for cards and stuff. It was really interesting, but this came from that. So this was a 2003-04 Be a Player Ultimate Memorabilia Limited Auto out of 19 of Ray Bork. So again, a card that had been sitting on COMC for almost or around 6 years at this point for my set. But
it's unreal.
Yeah, these are among my favorite cards from 03-04. So again, nice to have that in hand finally. Then we will get to the final 2 segments here are nicer Jacob Slavin and Nicholas Chalmerson cards. So we'll start off with the Slavin stuff here. We've got a very nice looking 1920 OPG Platinum Emerald Surge out of 10.
Very nice. Very nice.
Beautiful, beautiful cards. Continuing on with the green theme from 2020-21 Skybox Metal Universe, a green PMG and green auto.
Love it. Great cards.
Both out of 10, of course. Beautiful cards. This is probably one of the cooler cards out of the package, in my opinion, from 2020-21 SP Game Used and All-Star Skills quad patch out of 10 of TJ Oshie, Nico Hischier, Matt Barzell, and Jacob Slavin.
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones you showed me when you got the package in. You're like, look at this. And I'm like, I'm looking at that, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Very
Beautiful
great
card with some really nice patches, gold rainbow foil.
Yeah.
Not much more you can ask for.
I love the Islanders patch too. It's just the orange. You don't see that all the time. Super
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. Very, very nice card. So nice to have that one in hand. Going back to Synergy here, we've got 2 cards from 22-23. We have the Purple Auto out of 49 and the True Base out of 13.
13. That's crazy.
So, yep, some very, very nice cards there. I absolutely love the Synergy True Base cards.
Nice.
Highly underrated cards. Yeah, I wish that people would take those cards more seriously because they're hard to find, very limited, and beautiful cards. So, yeah, super cool there. Then the final Slavin card of the package, I said, remember this card. You'll see it in a nicer parallel later on. From 23-24 Flagship, we have a red Outburst out of 25.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the green and red. That is so nice.
Yes.
That is super nice. Awesome. Awesome. Yep, great card. That's a great like Christmas themed post.
True.
Around Christmas time, you could just show one of those. Really cool.
Very true. Yeah. Matt literally took the words right out of your mouth. So.
It is, yeah, it's the best thing ever. And I wasn't looking at the comments when I said that. It was just it just makes sense. You know,
yes.
the red and green. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, great card.
So as we get into the Jalmerson stuff, I'll again remind anybody who might have popped in. We're doing a contest giveaway here for some National Hockey Card Day swag from Upper Deck. So all you have to do is comment and you will be entered into that giveaway that we will do after this last little batch of cards. So let's see here. Again, this is the end of it. The nicest Jalmerson stuff here. So let's see. We will start off again. I don't know why this isn't a top loader either. It shouldn't be. So disregard the nice statement there. But 1920 Parkhurst, one of the gold rainbow cards. Don't know why that's in the top loader, but it is. Anyway, moving on to the actually nice stuff. Aaron, I know you will like this assortment here for multiple reasons, but also these are cards that you're like, why did you not have these sent home sooner? From 1920 Upper Deck, we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the 30th anniversary 1/1 buyback cards.
Yeah, see, that's cool. And I love that so much. Like, come on. And also, like, why wouldn't you want that sent home? Like, I don't know. There's so many like variables. Like, what if, I don't know, they lose cards or something or whatever. But it's like, crazy. Anyway, it's over now. But yeah, as you show them there, like those cards are so cool. I love that idea, the anniversary stuff, to bring 30 years of base sets and to stamp them all. It's like it's such a huge undertaking to get them all back and to stamp them all and then insert them in, series 1 and series 2. 15 years each, I believe they did, and it was just so awesome. And I have none of them, but I want them. And that 4, I haven't gotten it yet. 2 were like held hostage. The Young Gun one was held hostage for like over $1,000
by someone we all know and love dearly.
Super, super fun guy. But and then same with the 14-15 as well. So, but I haven't seen the 16-17 or the 13-14. So, if anyone sees them,
one day,
let me know. Maybe. We'll see.
So,
but yeah, super cool cards. Love the idea. And I love the logo too, like the bottom corner there. Yeah, like just 30th anniversary stamped on there. Just really cool. So when you look at cards like that in your collection, years from now, you can be like, oh yeah, like that's the little thing they did for that. And like, I just think that's amazing. So great job, Upper Deck. That was a good one.
Yeah, really cool idea. So 10, 11, 11, 12.
And
Love
you
that
found
photo.
like a million of them, which is awesome. How many more do you need? You have like
Uh,
5 or so there.
yeah, he was in flagship most years, so
Yeah,
this is probably around half of them,
half of
I would
them. Yeah,
say.
that's a good completion rate.
14, 15, and 17, 18. Yeah, he was probably actually in flagship basically every year for probably 12 years or so.
Wow,
So there's probably around a dozen. So that's probably about
wow. Okay.
a third of them.
I mean, if you can get at least half or over half, I think that would be pretty good.
Pretty good. Yep. We've got a 2020-21 Skybox Metal Universe green autograph out of 10. Beautiful card.
That's really cool.
And then we've got not one, not two, but 3 copies of the green PMG,
See, it was horrid. Like,
including the jersey numbered 4 out of 100
ooh, that's cool. I like that.
there. So, yep, 3 of those. Super cool. Moving on to 2020-21 SP Game Used. This is the one of the green auto patches out of 15. Very nice patch, shoulder patch
Great
piece
patch.
there. This is another little assortment here that'll make you crazy, but is what it is. This finishes off the draft day marks set.
Oh man, they're all there too.
So these are all
Man.
out of 10. We have the 4 out of 10 of the H, which is really cool. And we have a J.
Yeah. Man, what a nameplate. Like what a name. Like what a yeah, it's like goes on forever. It's great.
So he's got 11 letters in his name. So one of the longest draft day marks literally ever.
And then each one of those letters are out of 10.
Correct.
That is a hard thing to do. That is very difficult.
Was not cheap, that's for sure.
No, it's like you got to find it when you can get it.
Those usually, I think these averaged being like 40 or $50 a piece.
Crazy.
So then when you factor there's 11 letters.
Yeah, for most people
it's added
fine,
up in a
for
hurry.
you it's like, oh.
So
man.
The rest of those I had in hand over the years, but yeah, there were 2.
What was the hardest letter to get? Was any one of them like weirdly not SP'd, but
no,
just
no,
fading? It just you just had to do it.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, there's 7 of the 11 right there. I had the other 4 already, but so that's finally done in hand. Let's see here. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order here for these last few cards. You saw the normal version of this earlier, but here's the gold autograph version out of 49. And it's actually jersey numbered 4 out of 49.
Okay.
Of the embroidered in history card there.
Nice.
Then, of course, another card for the high gloss stash. 21,
so
22.
Many high glosses.
Yeah.
There's probably like what? Probably around a dozen or so high glosses today. Maybe like 15 or so.
Something like that. This is honestly one of my very favorite cards in the whole package. Not the most expensive, not the rarest, but just a stunning, stunning card from 2020-21 SPX, one of the green auto patches out of 49, but right from the heart of the shoulder patch.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Just a great looking patch right there.
Sweet card.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. So beautiful, beautiful card there. We are getting down to it here. There are literally 2 cards left. So, and they're actually from the same product. So actually, I lied. There are 3 cards. 3 cards left, all from the same product. First up, they're from 21-22 Skybox Metal Universe. We have the green auto out of 10.
Looks great.
And we've got a jersey numbered 4 out of 10 green PMG.
Very cool.
Then the grand finale of the package. Aaron, you know what this card is?
Yes, I do. It's awesome.
One of, I would say, this might be like a top 10 card ever made of Hjalmarsson. I don't know. Top 5 is probably
Maybe.
a
Depends
little
on
bold,
how you
a little
rank
bold,
the
but I would say probably
cards.
comfortably top 10 from 21-22 Skybox Metal Universe, gold PMG 1 of 1.
Look how good that looks. It's like it's not just gold, it's like a shiny gold. It's like a it's so cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, like that's one of the cards right there where it's like, I don't know. I mean, again, if you were here from the beginning, you know how I feel about it. But like if you buy a card like that, to me, it's like you want that like ASAP, just so nothing happens. There's no mix up with your stuff. Like I just want that shipped and just out of someone else's hands ASAP so we can get to your collection and you know where it is and everything like that. But that's an amazing card and definitely well worth it. And it was just well worth the compiling, but also well worth the shipment time too. To, taking a couple months for them to gather up everything and then ship it out. I mean, just well worth it. And I know it was a lot kind of going through these cards and sorting them, but yeah, there's the 1 of 1 there. But I think you'll have an even better time kind of taking them out of the box and kind of sorting them into their own separate kind of collection boxes there, especially for those Jalmersons. So it's just,
Mhm.
and the Slavens, which I'm sure, he has a lot more boxes. How many cards does he have now for Slavin? Because I mean, like we said, he's at like 1,000 cards,
Mhm.
different cards, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a
I
lot.
yeah, I've got hundreds, that's for sure. So
Yeah, crazy. But hey, that's awesome. And then for Jalmerson, obviously, just it just rounds out the collection that much more. So yeah, well done on that, and awesome show. I had fun. I
yeah,
had fun.
hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, there's a lot of cheaper junk stuff in there, but I mean, stuff like that, like you can look at that kind of stuff all day. So
Oh yeah, that's
um,
great.
yeah, definitely a very fun package for me to open up and go through earlier this week, and sorting stuff and getting it all ready for this episode to show you guys was
Super
fun.
great.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, we don't do episodes that are just purely male all that often. Pretty much never actually. So, but when you get a package that's 266 cards, kind of makes a little more sense. So, um,
Amazing.
yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll go another 5, 6 years, 10
Well,
years.
someone was saying in the chat, like, yeah, you'll have it in your next shipment in like 8 years. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see you guys in 8 years, 6 to 8 years, and we'll do another giant COMC mail day.
Yeah. So for context, basically how that happened is with both Jalmerson and Slavin getting a lot of cards kind of in that early 2020s time, especially Slavin, it was always like, oh, I'm just going to wait until this product comes out on EPAC. I'll get those EPAC parallels and then I'll send it.
And then all
And
the
then,
base and everything,
yeah. And then
it gets real low on COMC. You just pick it up for cheap.
yeah. And then like 2 months go by and it's like, oh, now flagship is coming out. So I got to wait for the foil parallels. Then, oh, this product just came out. Oh, this product. So it just kind of kept going and going and going. And then, yeah, finally
That's
I was like,
fair.
okay, this is ridiculous. Like I just
That's
gotta,
fair.
gotta send stuff home. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah, so
that makes
it
sense.
happens, but yeah, so it's all here. Though I have already over the last few months started
Oh
building
no.
back up. So,
Oh
um,
no.
yeah, we'll see. I actually bought some more stuff today. So,
That's okay.
funny how that worked, but
At least get like the cards number 10 and under
yeah, the good stuff.
packaged out
Yeah,
sooner or something, like request a shipment for these
yes,
handful of cards.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
it makes
So
sense.
anyway, that is my massive COMC mail day that I got earlier this week. So long
Awesome.
awaited. Aaron, I know you've been looking forward to this day for years.
I
So
have. We always said once you get it in, we'll do a podcast episode. So that's this.
yes,
So just
yes,
shy of 2 hours here. So thanks guys for tuning in for your afternoon. We appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoyed what you saw because there was a lot of good stuff in there. So that's great.
yes.
Thanks
And for
again.
those who have stuck it out, we will reward one of you here
Yes.
with our drawing for the National Hockey Card Day swag box from Upper Deck. So again, a hat, a binder, breaker mat, and a box of 25-26 lure. I
Not
am
bad.
going to, let me share my screen here so y'all can see the drawing process here. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So here's the screen. This is within the StreamYard platform, compiles all the comments that have come in. So we will start collecting the comments from this stream. So there are only 5 of you who actually tuned in during the show, but
Well, then
obviously there are tons of
minus
comments.
Matt.
Minus Matt. So
4
4 of you
1
actually
in
have a
4
shot.
to win a
So got a
huge
25% chance. So here we go. The
box
lucky
of swag
winner.
plus a box.
The lucky winner is Josh
Oh,
Packham.
Josh.
Congrats.
That's great. Oh, Josh, that's so hilarious. He
So
loves
yeah,
that.
I have a big package of stuff to send you already. Now I've got an even bigger package to send to you.
That's
So
awesome. Maybe you can
love
like
that.
stuff some Hortons inside the swag box.
Yeah.
You know, be
Yeah,
like, you
honestly,
won some Hortons.
not a terrible idea. I actually might do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats, Josh. Hopefully you pull some good
Josh.
stuff out of Allure. If you get any Jacob Slavin stuff, just add them into my stash
It's true.
that you will send to me. So that kind of works out nicely there. But yeah, hopefully you get something good and you enjoy the rest of the merch there too. So yeah, but like Aaron said, we appreciate you guys tuning in for this one. Obviously a far longer episode than we're used to, but when you've got to show off over 200 cards, that
Gotta
will
do
happen.
it.
So that's how it is. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your days. And yeah, we'll wrap it up and leave it at that. So as always, please be sure to follow us on social media. We can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sunrise Cardcast, and on Twitter at CICC. Please also be sure to subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice to make sure you never miss a future episode. Until next time on Sunrise Cardcast, keep collecting those hockey cards.